Let's leave it on that slide. And make sure you change it to the right slide, otherwise people can see the answers. Don't want people to see the answers.
And we have sound! Woo!
Do we have sound?
I hope we got sound.
Someone tell me we got sound, please.
Can everybody hear us? Yet actually go on, according to our YouTube. Why is that taking so long? Oh, there we go. We do have sound.
Yeah, we got sound.
Yay, we have sound. Hello! I can now tell you my interesting facts this time. I tried typing in the sodding chat, but it completely failed, and I gave up last time.
He was just a grumpy ass last week.
I wasn't grumpy.
You were grumpy.
Grumpy.
You were grumpy because you couldn't do your thing.
Because it's the only thing that I get to do. We have sound and we have answers.
Yeah, I did tell you. You don't know which answers those are, so hopefully you forget them.
Probably.
You can blame him because he didn't change the slide to the right place.
What?
No, you're supposed to put it right to the top of the page, not leave it on that page.
Yeah, you don't need to see us as long as you can hear us. Seeing us is completely extra. You're right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you could mix the two rather than just switching from one glass to another.
At least I don't have to write on Cassie's little whiteboard anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it was amusing, but...
Maybe for you.
Well, yeah. I had nothing to do but to laugh at you.
Really?
One of my favourite pastimes. The other one being laughing at your mum.
Nah, not me.
How is everyone doing?
Your mum not joining this week?
I'm guessing not. I'll double check, but...
Yeah, so this week we've got not a themed quiz, but it's each section is themed on a TV program or film. Well, for 4 sections anyway.
I was going to say, not for every section.
Not for every section. There's 4 sections which are purely based on, we'll tell you which ones they are, but on a film or a TV show. Just to spice things up a bit.
Spice things up. We always include some sort of film or whatever.
Not winners completely on each section.
Well, not as completely, but yeah. She beat me to it. She beat me to it. Don't write things like that in the chat. You only elicit retaliation.
What? I couldn't help it.
Just look at that face. Look at that face. Like a Chinese person celebrating New Year. What? I told her not to. At least Kyle's got some sense not to say such things. Poor Charlie. At least we don't have a paddling pool and to tease him with and torment him. I don't know, maybe we could get some sort of like Stargate water effect on the screen or something. And that way Charlie thinks that the screen is a pool and will dive at that.
I think he's a bit smarter than that.
I'm not convinced, but... Because I'm not sure if it's...
I might have some people interested in our quiz from my home education group.
Barbecue jerk steak. Yes, please. I'll have some. Everyone loves a good barbecue. You just think there's a dead body under our conservatory. Now, Kyle, did you put the conservatory in yourself? Well, i.e., was the conservatory built while you were living there, or did the house come with the conservatory? Because you never know. It might. You never know.
I might have some interest from one of my homemade groups.
How do you make a group at home? You said homemade?
Home ed group.
Oh, home ed. Okay. Yeah.
Because there's quite a few that keep on wanting to do quizzes and they're waiting for people to make them, and I thought the kids might enjoy this sort of thing.
Kyle's got a dead body under this conservatory. How long did it take you to catch up there?
Because I wasn't sure what was going on.
Pineapple.
I understand that now.
Well, we'll be starting in a minute or two. Good chance in case anyone else decides to turn up.
Mm-hmm. May have a few more people turning up, I don't know.
Yeah, so we're going to have quite a nice weekend, so it says.
It says. It says. What says?
Regional dialect.
No, it's not regional dialect.
Direct.
Dialect.
Direct.
It's pronounced says, not says.
It's spelt says.
Yes, it might be it might be spelt says, but it's pronounced says.
I go for phonetics.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
What do you mean, finally? I'm curious as to what he's referring to. Does he want a dead body under his house?
Yeah, we've gone up to 15 subscribers.
Ooh, yay,
We're
15.
13. Thank you for subscribing, whoever subscribed. I guess we should start.
So yeah, if there is anyone new here, we have 7 sections. Each section has got 5 questions. There will be some bonus points scattered here and there, but we will tell you when they crop up. Each question is worth 1 point, and after each round we will go through the answers, at which point you can mark up and see what you got right and wrong.
Apart from the one question, which is the Price is Right, which is up to 2 points.
Well, I did say we'll get bonus points when we come to it.
That's not really a bonus point.
Well,
that's a 2-point question.
Either way. Oh, finally pineapple. I take it Kyle and Clara were in on the joke then.
No.
Bless her little heart.
Maybe I. So, I haven't changed the date on that yet. So ignore the date on there. This one will be drawn on the 3rd of October. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, same amount of entries that you can do.
Yeah.
And then on the 4th of October, we will do another prize draw like we did last weekend.
Yeah.
So when you see that little icon, type in "I'm in" if you want to win our prize. And if you're out of our area, then we'll do an online prize for you. We'll give you a voucher online, so you'll get something anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you are.
Oh. I think we jumped a bit. I think the computer just stalled.
Yep. Our first round is all to do with Harry Potter. So if you know Harry Potter, then this should be easy for you. Yeah. Always stalls on that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Buffering.
So, Harry Potter. So, question 1. This round's worth 5 points in total. Multiply together the amount of players on a Quidditch team to the amount of books there are. So you need to multiply those together. Then add the amount of Defense Against the Dark Art teachers which taught Harry. 63, 56, 52, or 55. So make sure you read the question properly.
I wonder how many people remember how many are on a Quidditch team.
I think that's the easy bit.
Well, don't forget the equipment manager.
That's not included.
I don't even know if there is an equipment manager.
There might be a ball boy. You never know. What if the quaffle gets thrown on the ground?
I think the chasers just go and pick it up.
Anyway, question 2.
Brooms, not helicopters.
Which actor played the role of
Umbridge.
Which
Umbridge Dumbledore.
Shush. Which actor played the role of Albus Dumbledore in the Chamber of Secrets? Was that Rigbo, Richard Harris, Jude Law, or Michael Gambon? To throw a spanner in the work, every single one of those actors has played Harry Potter. Albus Dumbledore. Imagine an old Harry Potter with a walking stick. They've all played Albus Dumbledore. Question 3. What does Albus Dumbledore have as a scar above his left knee? Can't talk
above his neck.
Above his left knee. The London Eye, Hogwarts Castle, the London Underground, or the Hogwarts Express?
Above his left neck.
Left knee.
About 17-second delay this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fairly delayed. That shouldn't affect anything.
No, just affect when we carry on going. Question 4. In the Goblet of Fire, which international Quidditch team is Ireland playing? Is that Romania, France, Bulgaria, or Slovakia? Give me your answers up.
Well, I remember.
So, who are Ireland playing? And question 5 of Harry Potter. Nuts are there in a sickle? 39, 15, 29, or 100? So, how many knuts are there in a sickle? You always go to pronounce that word as nuts.
I know, because in theory the K should be silent.
And we've got our answers.
That's interesting facts, which I can do today.
Round 1.
Multiplying the number of players on a Quidditch team by the number of Harry Potter books and then adding the number of Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers, you have 55. So you've got 7 players on a Quidditch team, 7 books, and then you have 6 Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers.
Remember, Harry didn't go to school in year 7.
Yeah. Question 2. Which actor played the role of Albus Dumbledore in Chamber of Secrets? It was Richard Harris. So Richard died before the filming of the third film at the age of 72. Sean Connery was approached for playing the role, but he wasn't interested. Ian McKellen didn't want to replace Richard Harris. Peter O'Toole also...
Ian McKellen would have been made a good
It'd be
answer.
interesting having Saruman as Dumbledore. They're all wizards. Peter O'Toole tried going for the role, but the studio decided he was too old to play good old ancient Dumbledore.
Who's that?
I'm not sure who Peter O'Toole is.
Hmm.
I just found it amusing that they considered someone was too old, but I guess they didn't want a reoccurrence of what happened with Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Question 3. What does Albus Dumbledore have as a scar above his left knee? Apparently it is a perfect map of the London Underground. So we discovered this in the first chapter of the first book, after he tells McGonagall that he wouldn't remove Harry's scar. Because you never know when they might come in handy. In the Goblet of Fire, Ireland plays which team in the Quidditch World Cup finals? It is Bulgaria. So according to the book Quidditch Through the Ages, seekers used to chase and catch tiny golden birds to the point that they almost went extinct. So before it was a snitch, it was a tiny golden bird. I think they called it a golden snitch or something. And then question 5: how many knuts are there in a sickle? It is 29. So there are 17 sickles to a galleon, and therefore there are 493 knuts to a galleon. According to J.K. Rowling, one galleon is worth £4.97. A sickle is worth 29p. And then Lawrence of Arabia. Take your word for that, pal?
I never watched Lawrence.
Me neither.
Yeah, let us know what you got.
Yeah. How did you find that round? Four out of 5.
Even my mum got through.
That's much because she said your brother might be joining in.
Is Andy playing?
Kyle at 5 out of 5. Well done, Kyle.
I think most people like Harry Potter.
Well,
So it's
yeah.
an easy subject.
Easy subject. So there are some tricky questions because given that you only hear about Dumbledore's scar during the first chapter of the first book, people may have forgotten about it.
And it's not put in the film.
No.
So you have to have read the books.
Yeah, nor is really the fact that his nose is crooked and broken. Well, crooked because it's been broken, but...
I think we're all Harry Potter nerds.
Clara, are you saying that you're not a Harry Potter nerd? Did Kyle do all the work on this round? Shameful. So that's just your mum, and she got 3. Blimey.
Right, round 2. So this is a different section this time. Lord of the Rings. So, who likes Lord of the Rings?
Yep, come on, Lord of the Rings nerds, as Clara would put it.
I know my mum doesn't. Hogwarts Express.
9 3/4. Fair enough. I retract my statement then, Clara.
So, question 6 in Lord of the Rings. Well, first question for Lord of the Rings, 6 questions for this section. The quiz.
What?
No. Question 6. What is the name of the inn where Aragorn meets the hobbits? The Green Dragon, the Prancing Pony, the White Horse, or the Golden Hound?
Your mum's being preemptive. See, every time I sort of think about questions to do with Lord of the Rings, chances are I've got Gandalf's voice in my head, sort of saying the line which tells me the answer.
Mm. Yeah, no, I've got that as well. It's the only way I know the answer. Inn of the...
Yeah, exactly.
Question 7. What was Gollum's name before he was known as Gollum? Is it Eagle, Falco, Smeagol, or Marco?
So Clara and Carla remembering to send all these questions to Heather.
Mm.
The Chinese man celebrating New Year's come back.
Stop it.
I just thought you saw your eyes go really thin while you're doing that. So you can't unsee it.
What are Durin's folk more commonly known as? Hobbits from outside the Shire, dwarves, elves, or great eagles?
He's so confused. Oh, bless him. Charlie! Hello, Charlie! Come on, Charlie! Alright, maybe we should stop being mean now. And there's the Chinese man again!
Careful. Question 9. The sword Sting would glow which colour when near orcs? Is it red, blue, white, or yellow?
Ah.
And 10. Were in the Fellowship of the Ring? Is it 8, 9, 10, or 11?
How many people can remember who was in the Fellowship?
Even I thought it was the wrong answer. Answers?
Are we there already, are we?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So, question 6. What is the name of the inn where Aragorn meets the hobbits? It is the Inn of the Prancing Pony. Question 7. What is Gollum's name when he was a hobbit? It is Smeagol. So Gollum was based off Grendel from the Old English Beowulf poem. In the original version of The Hobbit, Gollum was going to be a jolly fellow who wants to help Bilbo and awarded him the ring for winning the game of riddles.
Just keep on going.
Question 8. What are Durin's folk, more commonly known as? They are dwarves. So specifically, they're named for a specific clan of dwarves that began with Durin the Great, and included the dwarves in The Hobbit. Question 9. The sword Sting would glow which colour when near orcs? It is blue. Sting was an elvish blade that Bilbo found in a troll cave during The Hobbit. The inscription seen on the blade in the films was not mentioned in the books and is actually an invention from the producers of the films. So technically the sword is supposed to just be plain.
Well, film directors and makers always make things more elaborate.
I don't know, it just makes it a bit more mystical and whatever. Makes you go, yes, that is an elvish blade because I see the elvish inscription.
Right.
And then question 10, how many were in the Fellowship of the Ring? It is 9. There were 4 hobbits, 2 men, 1 elf, 1 dwarf and 1 wizard. This number was chosen to match the number of ring wraiths.
It's rice Pringles. Where did you get rice Pringles from?
No, I've seen them in the shops.
I don't know.
They are fairly new.
Anyway, let us know what you got. I'm diverting into rice Pringles.
Fair enough. Well, maybe we should get some next time. Maybe next time when we have everyone over for games and we could potentially order an Indian. Just putting the thought out there.
I like to know what the carbs are.
But it doesn't matter if we're going to have it on a cheat day. Anyway, we're diverting. Back to the quiz.
My mum actually got 2.
See, you're underestimating yourself there, Karen.
85 isn't too bad.
Yeah, okay. Well done, everyone. It's like Carl is coming out on top currently. Carl and Clara.
Mm-hmm.
I find it amusing that they're doing it as a joint thing. What would they get if they did it separately, I wonder? Who's the more brainier of the nerd bunch?
So our round 3 is Doctor Who.
How many people have seen?
Yeah, I'm waiting for people to come up. No one yet.
Come on, guys! Come on! What do you see there? There's no one interested in the prize.
There we go.
There. Heather's in as well, apparently. And Ash is in. But if Andy is asleep, how can he be in? Sleepception.
I think he just likes his okay.
Oh, Charlie.
Right. Question 11. This is Doctor Who. So let's see who knows their Doctor Who. Which former Doctor Who companion plays cyborg assassin Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers? Is this Billie Piper, Catherine Tate, Karen Gillian, or Jenna Coleman? All of those names were former companions, but which one played the assassin?
I'm just imagining it being Catherine Tate.
You know, by saying that.
I know.
So, shush.
And your mum's given herself a negative number for some reason.
Question 12. Who played as the 4th Doctor? Was that John Pertwee, Tom Baker, or Sylvester McCoy?
So this is the 4th Doctor, not 4th of the new Doctors. Actual 4th Doctor.
I bet she knows.
Back when the series was good. Oh, controversy.
Oh, my nose is itchy.
You okay?
Yeah, just itchy. That's better. Question 13. What two-word phrase pops up continuously with Christopher Eccleston being the Doctor? Is this dog, bad wolf, wolf?
Charlie!
Can't blame me that time.
No, I can't. Yeah, Carl and Clara are going to hate us if this is actually affecting Charlie. I mean, if they don't do so already.
Question 14. Where did the Doctor come from? Earth, Tatooine, Mars.
What a nice picture you sent us, Clara.
Apparently Charlie's trying to open up all game code. And last one of Doctor Who. What do Daleks say the most? May the force be with you. With. Live long and prosper. Delete. Exterminate. Oh yeah, I didn't put anything in the middle again, did
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you didn't do it.
I? No.
You really are getting lax with these 2-minute intervals.
Yeah, I'll just time it.
So,
You ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Answers.
Question 11. Which former Doctor Who companion plays Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy? It is Karen Gillan. So, when she shaved her head to play Nebula, her hair ended up being donated to the Star Wars films. So, we don't know where it went to, we just know that it was used by the hair and makeup people. I mean, from one industry to another, yeah. Question 12. Who played the fourth Doctor? It is, of course, Tom Baker. So Tom Baker had the longest tenure as the Doctor, having played the Doctor for 7 years. Question. You're right there.
Yeah.
Question 13. What two-word phrase crops up during the Christopher Eccleston Doctor Who series? It is bad wolf. So Rose Tyler looked into the heart of the TARDIS and absorbed some of its energy and scattered the words throughout time and space. It's hard to find any interesting facts for Bad Wolf, to be quite honest, but yeah. Question 14. Which planet did the Doctor come from? It is Gallifrey.
Not Tatooine.
No. So Gallifrey, Time Lords are deadly allergic to aspirin, apparently, but chocolate can quickly cure their symptoms. Grass on Gallifrey can be purple, dark green, or red. And then question 15, what do Daleks say the most? Exterminate. So, Daleks are the oldest reoccurring enemy in Doctor Who. The Daleks were originally humanoid in a planet-wide civil war. During the war, the Daleks mutated themselves to remove all emotion to the point that they had confined themselves into the Dalek suit. Because it's actually a metal suit, for those who didn't know. Yeah. How did everyone do? Ooh, Kyle's lost the point. What did you lose the point on, Kyle? I want to know.
Could I have another 50? You first.
Can I have another 50?
Well, Mama, you got one. You said you were going to get -5.
Yeah, I don't understand how you'd be able to get negative numbers in the first place anyway.
That just reminds me of Star Trek. Right, I'm going to go on to round 4. So, this is TV sci-fi, and it is our picture round. So, all of the pictures are to do with TV shows and our sci-fi TV programs. I can't remember what the question is, but the question's actually on this thing, so I'll figure it out in a minute. So, question 16. Name the TV show. I forgot it was as simple as that. So yeah, name the TV show. If you only get half of the TV show, so if you get the franchise, you only get half a point. If you get the entire title, you can get the full point.
I can never tell it's cooking right now.
And that's the same with another question down the line too. So, question 17. Name the TV show.
Sacrilege, they didn't know it was Tom Baker.
I just remember Tom Baker being with the one with the kooky scarf.
What made the scarves kooky?
Those funky colours.
Yeah, it was like loads of different colours. I can't remember. I didn't used to know who knitted it.
Question 18. Again, this one is specific to a franchise and a TV series. There's 3 TV series within this franchise. So if you just get the franchise, it's half a point. If you get the full name, you can get a full point.
That's not 3 TV series, it's 3 different...
Yeah, I know, but it's still three parts.
I know what you mean.
Something, something, something. Something, something, something. Something, something, something.
I grew up on the Tom Baker Dot 2s because my dad used to have them on VHS video cassette tapes, for those who don't know.
Question 19. TV show. And I've never watched, I've watched one episode and I got bored.
Yeah, you never gave it a chance.
I did give it a chance. I gave one episode
one
a chance.
episode. To
That's
give
still
something
a chance.
No, to give something a chance, you need to watch at least 3.
I got bored after one.
To give something a chance, you need to watch at least 3 episodes.
Yeah. I know I need to try again with stuff.
I mean, I'm not fussed about the last series, no one liked the last series, even the actors.
At least it's finished now. And last one of the pictures. Name the TV show.
Whoa!
I only recognise the guy on the right. I don't know where from.
I'm not sure why you recognise the guy on the right.
I just recognise the guy on the right.
The guy on the left, I mean, so that'll be our left, your right, in a sense. He's been in several things we've seen.
It's always left.
No, because our left, whatever. Either way, the guy on the left, he's been in several things we've seen. The guy in the middle, I mainly know because of it.
So where do I know this guy from?
Oh, he's an robot, was he?
Knight's Tale. I think I recognise him from A Knight's Tale because he was one of the knights and one of the knights.
Anyway,
one of his companions in A Knight's Tale, and I really
this is why people said that they had a lot more time in order to do things. Because while last week
I don't see anyone complaining.
No one was complaining. That was the point. People complained last week because they had like twice the amount of time we actually allocated them.
Anyway,
nattering.
Answers.
So
I want to watch A Knight's Tale. I want to get the
I don't care.
I do. I like the film.
Have fun. This one is Star Trek Enterprise.
Star Trek, half a point. If you get Star Trek Enterprise, a whole point. If you just put Enterprise down, it's just a half a point.
So it is actually noted that this is the worst of the franchise with some of the lowest ratings in the Star Trek universe. that even the creator of the Star Trek Enterprise believe it shouldn't exist. It's good. I quite enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed the theme song as well.
I just like Scott Bakula.
Sorry?
Scott Bakula, he's the main actor.
Oh, okay. I don't know actors.
I know him from Quantum Leap. I like Quantum Leap.
Him.
Middle actor!
Yeah, you said her.
I said him.
Whatever. Anyway, question 17. This is, of course, Walking Dead. We've seen the Walking Dead series. Daryl, who is one of the most popular characters in the series, wasn't actually in the original comic. So the comic that the show is based on, Daryl is not a part of it. Daryl was added in for the TV series. And apparently this actually takes place in the same universe as Breaking Bad. Because apparently during the first series there was some references to Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Not where we've not seen Breaking Bad, so...
Yeah, but it's done by the same broadcasting company.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
No, it's Breaking Bad CBS.
I have no idea. Question 18. This is, of course, Stargate SG-1.
So yeah, half a point if you get Stargate, half a point if you've just put SG-1, 1 full point if you've got Stargate SG-1.
I'm trying to work out what series that image is from.
I don't know, it would be one of the later ones, because he was only in the latest 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, and Christopher, whatever, who plays Tilk's got hair.
Mm.
So, Daniel Jackson's wife from the first few series was actually pregnant with his first child. So, in the first series, Daniel Jackson's wife was actually pregnant with the actor's first child.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
that.
they were technically, I don't know if they were actually married in real life or whatever, but they were actually a couple, and that was his first child, which I thought was quite amusing. And apparently the Stargate effect was created by jet engines in water.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 19. This is, of course, Game of Thrones. The main thing that I found that was interesting was that the Stark kids in the TV series are about 5 years older than what they are written in the book. So, for instance, in the first series, Arya should be 9 and Sansa should be... Sansa, sorry. My phone auto-corrected it to Salsa. Sansa should be 11, while they were, in fact, 13 and 15. What are you doing?
Keep on going.
And then question 20.
Sorry, no, I'll do it.
And this is, of course, Firefly. Shame on you, it's a brilliant series, but there's only one series of it, which is a shame. There is an excellent movie to sort of wrap everything up at the end, though. What's that? Oh, Stargate.
I've never heard of Stargate.
You've never heard of Stargate?
It's an excellent series.
There you go, maybe we just, instead of a board games afternoon, we should just have an entire day just spent just watching Stargate. I'm sure many people would complain.
Yep.
So Nathan Fillion is, who's the main actor and the guy in the middle in this picture, is a big Han Solo fan. So the Firefly prop department made a 12-inch replica of Han Solo encased in carbonite, which can be seen in the background of a number of scenes throughout the series. Yeah. See, Firefly, I can kind of understand. It is a great series.
I've only watched a few episodes.
But, yeah, there is only the one series. I think there's only, 16 episodes in the series or something.
Point.
Oh, it'll be Stargate or Star Trek. Just, I wouldn't be surprised if she just put Star Trek for the first one, because thinking it was like Star Wars or something daft.
Right. So we're going to have a 2-minute break. We'll sort of time it. I need to go to the loop. So we'll start again at just after 10:02. Let me up. I need to go to the loop.
You've just got me to look at now. I feel sorry for you. Firefly is the best show in the whole. Yeah, Firefly is a brilliant show, and I do wish they'd made more series, but I can kind of understand why they only made the first one. And the film itself, I think, is amazing. I love the film. So, I mean, I quite enjoy the woman with psychic abilities and everything, just because I find her both amusing and badass. But yeah, I mean, and like I say, I'm more surprised that Clara hasn't heard of Stargate, because there's like 7 or 9 series of the first generation, the SG-1. I think there's about 3 to 5 series of Stargate Atlantis, and then there's another 1 or 2 series of Stargate Universe. Again, Stargate Universe, I kind of wish they'd made more of that, because they sort of left it at quite a cliffhanger. And I quite like Robert Carlyle as an actor anyway. I think that's his name. But yeah. Sorry, I'm going off on a monologue here. Close the curtains right there. Is it? Did I bring it down? Did I? I take it it's not up there. Okay. Which do you think is better, Stargate SG-1 or Atlantis?
I think I still prefer the originals.
Yeah. That's a 2-minute. Yeah. I mean, I quite like Atlantis, but I think my preference is definitely Stargate Universe, personally. I like the first one. I definitely...
the universe was cut off.
I know, I really wish they'd made like a... Was it 2 series or just the one that they made of
I don't
Universe?
know. All I know is it got cancelled. So.
I know, and I really wish they'd continued with it, because had they continued with it, currently it would be like Stargate Universe, then SG-1, then Atlantis. Because I like Atlantis, it has some good quirks to it, but I don't know, I didn't get as invested in that as I did in the other 2. Well, that's just me.
Right, so round 5 is musicals. This is our lyric round, but these are very well-known musicals, so hopefully most of you will get most of them. So, question 21. Best pies in blank, even that's polite. The worst pies in blank, if you doubt it, take a bite. Take a bite. In the blank, both blanks are exactly the same word in this lyric. And bonus, name the film it's come from. And we'll accept the shortened version of this film. So you don't have to get the exact title. You don't.
No, it's just some message.
What's your water?
Don't know, it's probably still in your bag from when we went for a walk.
Question 22. So again, fill in the blank and bonus of name the film. So it's blank, time is fleeting, my madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not for very much longer. So fill in the blank and for the bonus, name the film. I do like this film, especially this particular song. Question 23. I go to the blank where my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. So fill in the blank for the point, and for a bonus point, name the film. I've still never seen this film.
I need to refresh myself as well as one is. Oh, that one. You've never seen it?
Mm-mm. Still never seen it.
Then you can never claim British heritage until you've seen it.
I've seen the previous 2 films.
Uh-huh. But this one's a classic.
Maybe to you. I've never seen it.
To be honest, it took me a while to actually see this sort of thing, so...
Question 24. Go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it blank. So fill in the blank for 1 point and bonus for name the film. I just want to sing this one. What?
No. Yeah, that's kind of giving a hint.
Not really.
Well, it kind of is. You're humming the tune. And people know the tune, then they might guess it easier. Or at least guess the bonus, if not the lyric.
Dum da 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 da.
We're having to sing these to remember the words. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Right, and last one. We're off to see the wizard.
You almost start singing it.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a blank of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. We're off to see the wizard.
No, don't
the
start.
Wonderful Wizard of
No,
Oz.
don't start.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Don't start.
I can't help it.
We'll get copyright strike.
Kind of given away the bonus on this one, though. Because I didn't think of that before. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a blank of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. What?
As far as I'm concerned, you've basically given this entire question, but
No, I've not.
I feel like you have. But...
No one knows what the blank is unless you know what the blank is.
Well, duh!
Anyway.
So, question 21. The worst pies in London. So this is from Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
So yeah, you'll either get a full point for either just Sweeney Todd or Sweeney Todd, Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah, so the play was originally performed, started being performed in 1846, but it didn't become a musical until 1979. It was turned into the film in 2007. Very good film. Helen Bonham Carter? I never know how to pronounce her full name.
I don't know, all I know is the same actress who played...
Bellatrix Lestrange, but yeah. Question 2. It's astounding. This is, of course, from Rocky Horror Picture Show. It was initially only created to keep Richard O'Brien, who plays Riff Raff, busy while he wasn't acting. So literally, Richard O'Brien, who played Riff Raff, wrote Rocky Horror Picture Show just as a side project while he was not acting, while he was unemployed, effectively. And then he showed it to a producer who liked it and wanted to make it. But originally, he wanted to play, was it Billy, who Meatloaf played on the motorcycle? But they changed him to Riff Raff. And Dr. Frankenfurter was originally going to have a strong German accent.
No.
He was originally going to have a strong German accent. And then apparently the producer or someone heard a very posh lady speaking on a bus and decided to use that voice instead. So yeah. Thank goodness for posh people.
I do like the actor though. One of my favourite films with them in it was West Witch. The original
the
was,
film.
The
I
original
haven't
West
seen the
Witch.
film. I think TV series. Not all of it, so yeah. Question 23. I go to the hills. So this is from The Sound of Music, not The Hills of Eyes, as Robin originally told me.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought The Hills of Eyes.
So Christopher Plummer, who played Captain Von Trapp, hated the film so much that he called it The Sound of Mucus. Question 24. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring. So this is from Mary
Let's
Poppins.
go fly a kite to the highest height.
You done?
Let's go fly a kite and like
While you muck things up,
I don't know.
it was the highest grossing film when released in
And
1964.
send it soaring. That's it. So
And the songs took 2 years to write. Yeah. And then question 25. We hear he is a Wizard of Wiz. So this is from The Wizard of Oz, of course. Apparently the Cowardly Lion suit was made out of actual real lion skin.
we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Do you know what the funny thing is?
What?
The snow in the poppy scene in
I've never
Wizard of
seen
Oz.
the film.
For all those who have seen the film, the snow in the poppy scene, that was made with asbestos.
Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
It's got best in the names, isn't it? So how could it be harmful?
Fair enough. Let us know what you've got.
How did you do?
Kyle's got 9 out of 10. What did you fail on then, Kyle? What did you get wrong?
Talking.
Well, I'm on the same chat.
Okay. So she got the Wizard of Oz, she just didn't guess that it was Wizard of a Wiz.
Oh, she didn't get any of the rest of them either.
Well, yeah.
I couldn't remember the astounding Rocky Horror. And the Green Witch had lead makeup.
Lead makeup? I didn't know that. I know that the horses, the colour on the horses was done by rubbing jello on them. And apparently the horses kept trying to lick it off. Well, what the Americans call jello, what we call jelly. And they literally just rubbed that on the horses to make them the different colours. And the horses just kept trying to lick themselves because it was tasty.
Right, going on to round 6 on our colour round.
Yep. No more TV series specific thing, this is colour.
26. Is Dopey's hat from Snow White from the 1937 film?
Here comes pedantic Kyle with spelling.
Blue, purple, red, or green?
Heather last time that was being very pedantic with spelling on a Facebook post or something daft.
I think so.
To the point that you and Ashley kept taking the mick.
Yep.
I guess in Heather's absence. I got the Wizard of Oz song in my head now, thank you.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful
We'll
Wizard
get
of Oz.
something copyright striked if you keep doing that.
Not really.
Yeah, you do.
Not if you're not singing. If you're not showing the original soundtrack. If you.
I think you can do it unless you make the original sound better or something. I don't know. There's some.
We're not under copyright. Question 27. What colour is Ariel's tail from The Little Mermaid? Green, red, blue, or white?
You might think it's obvious, but you may be wrong.
What?
Well, it might be obvious to them what colour her tail is, but you don't know. They might be misremembering. It's that whole thing, like the Berenstain Bears. It's actually the Berenstein Bears. But everyone remembers it as Berenstein Bears.
No, don't know.
It's a book about bears, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears type thing. I can't remember what the phenomenon is called.
28. What two colours are found on the Israeli flag? So you want to pick 2 of these colours. Red, blue, yellow, and white. If you only get one colour right, when the answers come up, you only get half a point.
That's very generous of you. Was that glass you knocked? Or the little one?
Hmm?
I wasn't sure which glass you knocked.
That big one. 29. Which colour is not used on the Subway logo? So you've got 4 colours, 3 are on the Subway logo, 1 is not. Which is that colour? White, green, and yellow.
How often do people get Subway or see their adverts?
I want Subway. I miss Subway.
I'm sure we can have it at some point.
Maybe next week.
Just need to have a look at the calories and everything.
And last one of the colours. What colour card are you given in football if you have just been forced to leave the field? Blue, green, yellow, or red?
I've just remembered the fun fact I got about this and it made me smirk. What?
No swearing.
No, I know no swearing. This is one of the few facts I actually told you. Well, near enough. What? I mean, you don't want me next to you. Fine, I'll go all the way over here. No one can see me now.
It's just annoying me.
Let's don't check as much then. Questions?
Answers.
So, question 26. What colour is Droopy's hat from Snow White? It's purple. So, Snow White is one of the very few Disney characters who have been honoured on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Others include Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Winnie the Pooh. Question 27. What colour is Ariel's tail? It is green, of course. So she was almost blonde, however they settled on red as it was a better contrast with her green tail. So imagine Ariel were blonde, and that's what they originally considered.
I would have preferred blonde.
Would you? I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm used to red. I think blonde would look weird. Question 28. What 2 colours on the flag are on the flag of Israel? It's blue and white. So as you can see there. So the blue stripes are intended to symbolise the stripes on a traditional Jewish prayer shawl. Try to say that 10 times fast. The Star of David is widely acknowledged as a symbol for Jewish people and of Judaism. In Judaism. Thank you. The colour blue symbolises God's glory, purity, and severity. I mean, there are other versions of that where the 2 blue lines represent the rivers that sort of border Israel. But the facts that I just said are what is the actual facts for it. So, question 29. What colour is not used in the Subway logo? It is blue. So, there. White, yellow, and green. So, Subway serves around, or at least before all this, Subway serves around 5,300 sandwiches a minute. A minute.
It's probably a lot less at the moment.
At the moment, yeah. I mean, considering they probably had a whole backlog of things for the first sort of 2 months, 3 months of this. Because, yeah, apparently they use about 16 acres of lettuce every day.
How is acres a measurement?
How is it a measurement? What do you mean, how is it a measurement?
It should be in kilograms, not acres.
Well, no, because they're thinking of like an expansive field, so if you have actual lettuce plants...
Yeah, but that sort of thing still should be kilograms, not acres.
The fact was given to me in acres. 16 acres of lettuce every day. If anyone in chat is able to transfer 16 acres into kilograms for this little lady, then feel
little
free.
Lady, I'll give you a little lady.
Sorry, I don't know why I turned into a cowboy at that point. And then translated into Mandarin Chinese, Subway means taste better than others, apparently. Then question 30, what colour card are you given in football when you're sent off the field? It is, of course, red. So in one of the fastest red cards given in football was 2 seconds into a match, given to Lee Todd in October of 2000. When the ref blew his whistle to start the game, he responded with, "F me, that was loud." At which point the ref gave him a red card and sent him off for foul language. I mean, to us, you can't really blame Lee Todd. He's standing near the ref and the ref blows his whistle, you're going to go, "F me, that was loud," aren't you? Ask Alexa about what? I'm confused. What are we meant to be asking Alexa about?
Anyway.
I can ask Alexa about how to pronounce the longest name in New Zealand. We did that before, that was amusing.
Anyway, what you got? And then we've got one last round left.
Yeah, there was, when researching the red card thing, there was one player who came on during half time, so it was a substitution. He came on.
Just write it.
Okay. How many acres was it again? It was 16 acres, Kyle.
Just write it.
Yeah.
Be quicker.
So there's a guy who came in, he was a substitution. He came on, and the first thing he did was elbow an opposition player in the face. So technically speaking, he got sent off again in 0 seconds. Because that was his first act of coming onto the pitch. Word games. If we had gone with Kyle's guess of purple, Dovey. So what did Kyle guess the hat was, out of curiosity?
Kyle said clan purple. Clara said something different.
Oh, sorry. I'm very curious as to how you worked that out, Kyle. So 200. So for those who've not looked in chat, apparently 16 acres is the equivalent of 224,224 kilograms.
224 tons, basically.
Is it tons?
Yes, 1,000 kilograms to a ton.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not very good with measurements, but yeah. 26,000 heads of lettuce per acre, blimey. So 224 tons of lettuce a day is what Subway normally use during normal circumstances.
Anyway, round 7.
Blimey.
So, question 31. This is our usual anagram section from Countdown. So this is an actual word given to us from 8 out of 10 cats. What?
I know.
It's always a more funny game than from 8
I
out
know
of 10
it
cats.
is. I just love the fact that you go for that one.
It's more funny.
Yeah.
So, the answer will give you a good time.
Remember, we have children in the chat, so please don't put anything rude in chat.
It's not going to be anything rude but that one.
Well, you'd hope not. I don't know what sort of things you could come up with that jumble of letters.
To be fair, that was actually quite a fairly easy one.
Oh yeah, I got it.
That says it's easy.
Yeah, it really does. I'm terrible with anagrams. Oops.
I clicked on the flicker.
Sorry. Well, I think it's gone 30 seconds now anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Well, remember there's like a 17-second delay on the thing.
Right, so our blockbuster puzzle. I can't speak today. What day is a breed of cattle, jumper, and an island?
I found it quite difficult to find interesting facts for this one, though.
Well, can't really get.
At the end of the day, given like maybe a month or something, I'll be out of the job with coming out with interesting facts, because I'd have run out of things. Stop doing Harry Potter.
I like Harry Potter.
I know you like Harry Potter, but stop doing Harry Potter. I'm running out of facts. Harry Potter.
Question 33. So this is our number round. So this is on you. So if you get the answer, you get a point. If you get within 5 points of the answer, you get half a point. So it's completely down to you whether you give yourself a point or not. And when I did this, I used all the numbers on it.
I just realised I haven't put any extra stuff in for colour. You bother with putting it into your colour?
Mm.
Why not? I don't understand why you have more.
Question 34. Sorry. This is The Price is Right. So what is the online recommended retail price of the following? This was from Asda last night. 1 point if you get within £1 of the price. 2 points if you are within 25p. So it's the Goo cheesecakes pack of 2.
I really want those. It's been so long since we've had them and they're really nice.
Yes, I know, but they...
Yeah, I know. No, we keep the pots that they come in, so we've got about 10 of those little ramekin pots. Because we just keep them. We rarely use them. We do use them every now
I
and
use
again.
them to make milk tarts.
You use them to make milk tarts, and sometimes we also use them to make sauces whenever we have pizzas to put. To
And
dip
they go
them.
back in the oven, so they can cook in the oven too.
When have we ever put them in the oven though?
To make milk tarts.
Oh, do you? I didn't
So
realise
you
you.
put them in the oven with them.
Okay.
Tenable. So this is our last question. So every single answer is worth 1 point. But we want the 10 countries which contain both the letters A and the letter W. We'll give you a few extra seconds at the end of this. I need to remember to extend this time to 60 seconds, really. So you'll have an extra 30 seconds once this is done. But you want all 10 countries which have the letter A and W. And I can only really think of one.
To be honest, if I was actually doing this, then yeah. Well, I can kind of think of 2.
And I can think of 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I would be.
I got 2. I'm going to leave it at that.
So we'll give you a few extra seconds to work some countries out.
This is why I'd never end up going on Tenable, but I'm not entirely sure if it's actually still running. Because it seems to have been replaced by The Price is Right on ITV.
I don't know.
I don't know if that means it's not running or if they've just shifted things about.
I think I just shift things about because Tenable took over from Point.
Tenable was before Pointless. No, not.
No, Point. Chase took over from Pointless because Pointless was at 5 o'clock at night.
Was it?
Yes. The Chase
Okay.
is now at 5 o'clock.
I thought Pointless was after 6.
No.
Okay.
No, the news is always at 6 o'clock.
Liz, would you prefer Pointless or Tenable? Not Tenable, Tipping Point.
Tipping Point. Right. We've got our answers. I'm sure that's enough time to work out what countries there are A and W.
So
I can only think of 3.
I can think of 2. So, question 31. What is the acronym? It is... Yeah, not a difficult one. Question 32. What J is a breed of cattle, jumper and island? It is Jersey. So Jersey is the largest of the Channel Islands, yet it is only 45 square miles in size. So it's the largest Channel Islands, but it's still quite small by comparison. Not even as big as the entirety of London. Question 33. So the countdown numbers to make 547. So it is possible. You do 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 7, which is 56, times by 10, which is 560, minus 8, minus 5 equals 547. Question 33. No, that was question 33. Question 34. What is the recommended retail price of the Goo cheesecakes? It is £3.30. So once again, 1 point if you're within £5. 2 points if you're
No.
within. No,
£5 from.
that was just from last time. What was
One 1 point if you are within a pound.
that? Okay, 2 points if you're within, what, 50p was it?
25p.
25, okay. That's how I just left that in from last time.
Obviously.
And then finally, question 35 lists the 10 countries that contain both A and W, a point for each. You have Botswana, Kuwait, Malawi, New Zealand, Norway, Papua New Guinea, Rwanda, Swaziland, Switzerland, and Zimbabwe. And to be honest, Switzerland and Zimbabwe were the only two I could think of.
I thought of Botswana, Switzerland, and Swaziland.
You didn't think of Zimbabwe? But that's near where you were born. To be honest, I should have thought of Norway. Norway's a pretty easy one I should have thought of. Possibly. At the end of the day, when it comes to the countdown questions, it is up to you as to whether or not you give yourself the point for that.
Wales isn't included. Wales is part of the UK. Wales is classed as not being in a solitary country. So we can't include Wales.
See, I can't tell if Clara's being sarcastic with that comment.
No.
Because at the minute, to be honest, when you wrote down Swaziland, in my head I had Swaziland as some sort of made-up country.
How do you get a made-up country?
I don't know where Swaziland is.
It's near South Africa. It's on the border of South Africa.
Is that the one that's in the middle?
No, that's Lesotho.
Okay. I don't know. All I know is that South Africa is like a failed donut that has a little thing in the middle.
A failed donut.
Well, it's not exactly round, is it?
Show me a round country. No round country.
Okay, that's not the point. We're talking about donuts here. The donut is round, but all I'm saying is that it has South Africa has a bit in the middle.
Where's that going? There we go.
Again, at the end of the day, you want to give yourself points for whatever. That is up to you. You don't get a prize for having the most amount of points.
You get a prize if you win on draw at the end of the month.
So yeah, feel free to throw in your own points wherever you want. It's just a bit of fun at the end of the day. So. I don't have a whole country living next door to you. Well, Clara's saying that she lived in Kuwait and lived next door to Rwanda. Imagine having an entire country living next door to you. Must be very noisy.
Terrible.
Thank you for everyone for popping by.
So yeah, we've run over a little bit this week, but I think that's just because we've been chatting.
Well, yes, like I say, I think that's what the issue was last week. Is everyone was complaining because last week we gave them actually 30 seconds, while normally everyone has about a minute between for each question. So really, what we should do is put the timer at 15 seconds, and then maybe we'll actually stick to the 30-second period. I doubt it. Yeah, thank you everyone for coming by.
And we shall be back next Saturday.
Yeah, without fail, we're sticking to this.
It's fun. I enjoy doing it. Even if it's just the four of you joining in. I've forgotten to change that as well. So it's 12th of September is this weekend. Next weekend is the 19th. Yeah.
12 plus 7.
So next Saturday, the 19th of September, we will be back with the next quiz. So hopefully you all enjoyed the individual sort of themes. Let me know if you did or not, and we can change that about next week instead of having like geography and history and stuff for a change. And we'll do singular topics.
We go back to geography and history and everything. I'm going to make sure there's no Harry Potter questions next week.
You can't stop me from putting Harry Potter in.
Stop putting Harry Potter
You can't stop me from putting Harry Potter
I can delete the questions from my own in.
No, you can't.
I
So I'll
can.
just end up putting them back.
No, because you won't notice, because you never look at it after I do my answers.
Stop it. Right, so we'll see everyone again next weekend. Ah, my arms are still sore.
Was
Well, I did an intensive yoga session yesterday and my arms are sore.
oh, bless.
Stop it.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone for coming by, and we'll hopefully see you all again next week.
Yep. So we shall see everyone again next week, or between then, potentially.
Depends how many we bump into during the Sainsbury's run.
See my mum on Monday.
Yeah,
No, we might see Heather and Ashley at some point.
possibly. Are you going to end the stream yet?
Yeah.